Hi there. This is going to be a short but not sweet video, but it's very necessary. People, we have to talk about the term BIPoC. Welcome back to the Literary Lori YouTube channel. Literarians, I'm so happy you're here. If you're new here, this is the channel where I give you a daily dose of literary life support, and we talk about reading, writing, and all things literary and bookish. Now, this video is, like I said, it's going to be short and sweet, but I really felt like I needed to address the term BIPoC. If you read any of the descriptions of my channel, if you follow me in other places, you know that I'm all about supporting BIPoC stories and storytellers. Now, I don't know about you, but you probably have never introduced yourself and said, hi, I'm a BIPoC storyteller. I'm a BIPoC author. Hi, my name is Cherise, and I am a BIPoC writer. No, nobody does that. I don't do that. So why do I use the term BIPoC? And for those who don't know, maybe you don't even know what it means. Let me just be clear. BIPoC stands for Black, Indigenous, People of Color. Some people don't even put the O capital because it's of, but the point is, it is a catch-all term for basically people who come from racially marginalized communities. So I have never felt like this was a term that I would use to identify myself. I don't necessarily think of myself as belonging to the BIPoC community. I don't think anybody really does. I don't think people are walking around with t-shirts that says, I'm BIPoC. It doesn't work like that. It's a very technical term. It's not warm and engaging. And again, it's not a term that many people use to identify with. So why am I using it? It's very simple. I want people to know that the content I create on this channel and everywhere else, that I support stories and storytellers written by people, some might say, of the global majority. I support stories and storytellers and advocate for stories and storytellers that are written by people who come from Black, Indigenous, and other people of color communities. There's an African proverb that says, until the lion learns how to write, all of the stories will be written by the hunter. Basically, I feel like the people I'm supporting are the lions of the world. Now, again, if I was like, this is a channel for the lions of the world, nobody would know what I was talking about. If I said this is a channel for people who are melanated or melanin blessed, then my light-skinned friends would be like, you don't mean me? You're not talking about us? If I said I was talking about stories and storytellers for Black and brown people, then all of my Asian friends and other people who don't see themselves as Black or brown would be like, do we even count? Are we part of this group? And I want the most inclusive term because I want people to know that I am here for you, that I am creating content for my fellow BIPoC readers and writers whose work I love to read, whose work I want to champion, whose writers I want to support. That's what this is for. Now, I try to come up with some alternatives, right? It's not like I haven't been over here trying to come up with another alternative term. I thought colored, multicultural, diverse, melanated, but people got mad at me when I used all of those words, and they don't include everybody, right? So for the time being, I'm going to stick with BIPoC, but I want you to know it's not because I love that word, and it's not because I don't see the individual differences between people from unique backgrounds, unique racial and cultural backgrounds. It's not because I'm trying to flatten us all out into one, mushy melting pot. No, I see your differences. I appreciate and love the uniqueness between people of different races and cultural backgrounds. But I do, as a literary activist and as a literary lover, I do recognize that we are all fighting the same battles to be seen, and we do better and we do more and we're more impactful when we work as a community of BIPoC storytellers, literary activists, and readers. We can do so much more because, again, we are facing a publishing industry that has been historically white, that remains 75% white dominated in terms of the books that make it into the world from the big 5 publishers. So I want to create an inclusive community. I see you all. I try to spend time, again, recognizing, celebrating, championing readers and writers of BIPoC background. I'm going to trip over this for the rest of my life. I know. If somebody has a better term that they like, that they use, that really is inclusive, leave it below in the comments and maybe I'll switch out my BIPoC terminology and use that instead. Until the next video, people, keep reading, keep writing, and keep enjoying your literary life. Bye.